Nancy, and I don't have Sophie the oily bulldog with me today. She usually does these, but I'm really excited to be able to come to you today and share with you for Luke and Courtney. I've known them for a really, really long time, and I've had the opportunity to really spend time with them. I know their heart, spend time with their pets, and their pets never lie. So they're great people. I've been doing this 20 years. In fact, I pioneered veterinary medical aromatherapy. And, you know, back 20 years ago, there wasn't a lot of information on how we could use these with our pets. So I have tons of clinical studies. I've written books, classes, courses, videos, you name it. But you know what we're going to talk about today? Where do you start? How do you put all these incredible products from Young Living into the daily life of your pet? And that's really what I'm most passionate about, is using these products all the time with our pets and use as many of the products as you possibly can. These are the most incredible products because, you know, Gary Young's been able to capture the essence, the true essence of these plant essential oils. Not just the chemistry, but actually the quantum field. So when we start looking at biology, we know that biological systems impact each other. We know when our animals come running in and they love on us and they just bring us such incredible joy. We feel that. That impacts us. That energy impacts us. And in quantum medicine, we call that entanglement. We influence each other. So just like I'm drinking my thieves tea right now to stay warm and keep my throat all nice while we talk on this video, you know, it's just that interaction that I'm getting more than the chemistry from those plants, but I'm actually getting their essence, their chi, as we say in Chinese medicine, their life force, their innate, as we say in chiropractic medicine. Though I've been trained in over 50 different medical modalities, here's the truth. I want to make sure that I'm always concentrating on above the line. What do I mean by the line? Below that line is where we start getting into labels. And those labels carry an energy with them. If you've ever gotten a label handed to you of any sort, you know that you kind of went, oh. Some people own their labels. Like they walk around proud of whatever their label is. But to maintain wellness and health, which is ultimately our goal, let's stay above the line. And practicing medicine above the line is where I live. So we're talking wellness, we're talking vitality, we're talking joy and abundance. That's what we want for our pets and for ourselves. So when I talk about first wellness aid, what kind of essential oils could you look at in the animal care industry? You know, basically you've got Periclean, you've got Mendwell, you have things like purification, you have Melrose, you have Panaway, but my four favorite oils are an acronym that I call HELP. HELP stands for helichrysum, eucalyptus radiata, lavender, and peppermint. And these are the four oils that would always be in my pocket no matter what. And they will keep us from dropping below that line no matter what. So HELP, helichrysum, eucalyptus radiata, lavender, and peppermint. Out of those four, you should be able to do anything you need to for that first wellness aid. Our second thing is, how could we use these in the daily life of our pet? No matter what we want, how could we enhance staying above the line? Because we don't want to be bouncing on the line, do we? We want to be up here. We're talking vitality, we're talking wellness, we're talking vibrant, we're talking fun. That's what we want with our pets. So how can we live a chemical-free lifestyle with our pets? Well, here's the bottom line. There are areas in our lives where we have products that are contributing to the straws on the camel's back. And the more straws on the camel's back, the more likely we are to start bouncing on that line or even dropping below it, which we don't want to do. So here's the thing. How can we replace all these products that we come in contact with over the span of just a few months? The easiest way is let's go through the different categories. So what's in the backyard that we may not want to use? Things like fertilizers, pesticides. Essential oils do those. We can make fertilizers, pesticides, repellents, all of that just from using the natural products that plants make naturally to do the same thing for themselves. What can we do in our home? We can replace the products in our home with products that are chemical free, not only chemical free, but are also adding to the increase in essential oils in our life. How about washing laundry, washing dishes, washing our body, washing our hands, purifying the air, cleaning all of our home with things that will already have essential oils in them, which again raises our vibration above the line. Okay, hikes. When we go on hikes or we walk around the neighborhood, why don't we mist our pet down with a dilution of something like purification, 1 drop to 1 ounce of water, and mist them down, and they can act as their own diffuser in the environment with which they're walking through. How about using something like Thieves Household Cleaner to bathe them in that is super dilute, but will help to take off all that what they picked up on their walk. Because guess what, guys? Your pets, your horses, your dogs, your cats, they're walking around naked, picking it all up. Not only are they picking it up, but they're licking it off themselves. So they're getting absorption through their skin, and they're getting absorption through ingesting it. So clean them up before and after to help protect them against what's out there in the environment. In my book, I actually talk about 30 ways that you could literally poison yourself and pet before breakfast. And we can replace all of those with beautiful products that are already made or just simple recipes. How about what we put on our skin impacting our pet? Any of your pets lick you? Any of your pets sleep next to you? Any of your pets lean up against you? Well, they're getting exactly what you just put on your body on them, including aromas. So we've got to clean up our environments, clean up the electromagnetic pollution in the environment that's impacting their frequencies. Clean up we've got recipes for using on our horses so we don't have to laden them with some of the chemicals that we spray on them every single day, sometimes twice a day. So it's so important to start looking at every place in the home, every place that your pet may go, that we can impact a natural, chemical-free, and vibratory nature to. And what do I mean by that? Exactly this. Why don't we take in and utilize products that enhance our health, bring us above the line because they vibrate instead of putting us below the line because they have epigenetic consequences. What are epigenetics? Those are the things in the environment that impact our genetic code to either activate or inactivate. And sometimes that's a good thing, and frequently that's a bad thing. So why not create an epigenetic impact that's going to help our animals, again, stay above the line? And then, where else can we impact their lives? That's going to be with what they ingest, with their food and their water and their supplements and their treats. Young Living even has treats. We can use the vitality oils and use those with our pets within their food. We use those oils to process the food to disinfect it. We use the essential oils to help flavor the foods with animals that are a little bit pickier eaters. But I can use the vitality oils with their food and make sure it's a little bit of a fatty meal so that it holds those oils and help, again, enhance staying above the line. How about with treats, disinfecting their treats with essential oils? How about using supplements from Young Living so that when they're ingesting supplements, they're not getting all of those fillers and byproducts and artificial colors and artificial flavors, but instead they're enhanced with essential oils. And the simple ones that I use in every single animal all the time, period, is multigreen, Live 9, Essential Zymes, and Ninja Red, period. All animals must be on those. And then we can modify depending on where our animal is bouncing, living above the line. So we want to look at every area that these essential oils could replace what we're already doing. And believe me, Young Living has enough products to probably replace everything that we need to go forward with. And then lastly, most importantly, how can we learn? How can we educate ourselves? It is so important that we know how to use these essential oils safely and effectively. And that's why I have a whole course on it. It is so crucial that we know how to use the essential oils. We know how to tell that it's a good essential oil, a biologically active essential oil. Not only that, but the right techniques. You can use the wrong technique in the right oil and turn out to have pretty bad reaction. So again, what do you use first? What do you use all the time, everywhere? And then what's safe and effective? So I really appreciate being able to share with you today. I look forward to doing other videos for you. Thank you so much. And again, next time we might have Sophie the oily dog, but she would tell you, hey, best way to be is smelling great. Thanks.